What's happening, everybody? I am Tactical Santa, joined by the Latino Heat Sasquatch, my brother from another mother. As you can see, we are missing Jay tonight. He might be on a little bit later. He got stuck at work. But everybody, thank you for showing up. Squatch, how's it going, brother?
So things are going great. Just put out a new scent yesterday, Arrested Reserve. Go check that out if you like pumpkin, if you like the fall scent, if you like the pumpkin spice crap. Yeah, go check that out. But yeah, like living the dream. So
Right,
how you
right.
doing,
Listen,
Dina?
I'm doing good, man. I just got home from work, worked all weekend, but you know, I was so happy because I got these two
Oh,
in,
oh yeah,
and I'm gonna tell you what, absolutely stellar. And Hail to the King
yes,
is amazing. We
awesome.
had it in today. Absolutely amazing. Can't say enough about that one. It is pure masculine full throttle in a bottle.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
I mean, if you're standing next to Ash from the Evil Dead and he has his chainsaw going and one
that's right.
arm and his boomstick in the other, that's what it's going to smell like.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's got gasoline in it. It's got all the cool stuff. And Tactical Santa loved it, man. The beard loved it. Did
Absolutely,
good in the beard. So as you can see, beard is looking good today.
absolutely.
And it's
I'm,
got that elegant Sasquatch touch.
one of these days, mine's going to be like there one day, one day.
Maybe I can talk to Santa Tom and have him deliver you a beard for Christmas.
You know what? Can you? You know what? No. Can we deliver that to Jay instead? Because he needs the help. Because
Oh, he's not even here to defend
no,
himself. You can't be like
no.
that.
He's in the chat. I can see him. He's in the chat. He's already
Yeah,
calling me out, so it's fine.
right,
Like it's fine. I don't care. I'm taking my
right.
shots now. You know.
We got Jay in the chat. We've got our brother from another mother, born bearded. What's going on, Dave? How's it going, man? We also have top 10 Baker in the room. What's going on?
Oh,
He's got
pretty
his show a
good.
little bit later. He's gonna have a good show tonight. But I'll tell you what, let's get on this and here we go.
Oh,
So
awesome.
let's talk about Raw.
Yeah, Raw was actually surprisingly good this week.
Yeah,
If you see me look off camera, I'm going live on Facebook right now, also. So
right.
I'll put myself on mute just to talk to them. But yeah, actually, surprising Raw was really well. Um, I want to apologize. I didn't watch SmackDown this week just for the simple fact that I was preparing for an event that I had yesterday, so I apologize on that.
Look at this. We got Melissa in the room, Copper John's Melissa. We got a rock star right there. And I believe
But,
we still have to come up with an image of
oh
Melissa
yeah,
as a wrestler.
I forgot all about. You know what? As soon as we get off of here, I'm gonna make.
Uh,
I,
gotcha.
I'm gonna, I'm sorry, Melissa. I'm gonna do a little stalkerish and get some photos, and I'm gonna come up for something for you. So
There we go.
don't be surprised, all right?
Heck
But
yeah.
yeah, going back to Raw. Raw opened up with CM Punk, and
Yeah.
I'm for it. I know you're not a CM Punk guy, but that guy was walking down to the ring with his
Right.
chest all puffed out, and like
Right.
it was great. Like he was basking in his glory, which he well
Hmm.
deserved. He
Right.
called out. He told he wanted he gave some thanks out. He thanked his wife, which was kind of which was crazy. Words are hard today, apparently.
Yep. Yep.
Um, then he also shouted out Jey Uso for a very well fought match. No BS, none of that. So which is
Right.
really great. He said something where um, it sounded like he was doing an open challenge,
Yeah.
like for the title wise, which is kind of crazy. And so when he said that, he was thinking somebody was going to come out, but it was Logan Paul,
Yeah.
and Logan Paul came out, and CM Punk is throwing a fit because he was like, you're not even in my league. Don't even come out here." At one
Right.
point, he even said, "Go to SmackDown." I think there was an open U.S. title, um,
Right.
open. If you want to try to do that, you're not in
Right.
my same league. And then just as they were about to, start fighting, because that's what they do.
Right.
The Bronze came out, and the
Hmm.
Bronze basically beat the snot out of Logan Paul. They did do a little bit of damage to CM Punk, but it was mostly
Right.
to Logan Paul. Then after that, they went on with the show. They said Logan Paul went to the hospital, which actually would set up the main event, which was going to be CM Punk and Jey Uso versus the Bronze again.
Right.
Which I'm actually kind of, to be honest with you, kind of getting tired of it because
Yeah.
why is Jey Uso still in this? Why?
Right.
But
Right.
so that happened, and which was nice. I'm sorry, I actually took notes this time. I came prepared. Yeah, unlike usual where I just kind of
Right.
mumble my way through it.
You did your homework,
I
Squash. You
did my
did your homework.
homework. Yeah, there was actually a match. There was a tag team match with Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez,
Hmm.
and they actually beat Stephanie Valkyr. I can
You're
never pronounce her name.
the cure. The cure. Yep.
Valkyr and Nikki Bella, which was I'm okay with. You know what I mean? Like they're making they get. Did you notice that they gave Raquel a new nickname after Kevin
Oh,
Nash?
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
so it's was it the big was it the
The
big
big.
sexy mommy or something like that?
Yeah. Big sexy mommy. Something like that. Yeah.
AJ, I'm here. Where are you at, bud? Don't come at me for that. No, don't come at me. I'm here. You're not.
Oh.
Jay got stuck in an M&M's box. As soon as he can nibble his way out of the corner, he'll be here. All right.
Oh.
But yeah, so there was two tag team matches. It was that
Mhm.
one, and then there was the Kabuki Warriors versus Bailey and Lyra again.
Right. Right.
And it, I wish they would just kill that feud because it's
Yeah.
not going anywhere. It's
No.
just spinning their wheels, and I'm getting bored with it. I
Right.
I understand that they need to fill time in the 2 hour show, but they just
Right.
it's just not working, and
Right.
it's terrible. But
Hmm.
until they come up with something better, this is all we get stuck with.
Right.
But there was a backstage promo, like that after the Roxanne Perez, the
Mhm.
Judgment Day and the Nikki Bella match,
Right.
that didn't it felt so out of place. It was backstage. Vaquer, is walking back, and Nikki catches up to her
Yep.
and apologizes to her for letting her down. And she was like, "Well, Nikki's like, well, I don't belong here. I can't keep up with you guys. I'm an old person."
Right.
And it was a giant fluff piece, and it
Yeah.
was terrible. I'm like,
Right.
why even have this?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like we said though before, right?
Mhm.
These new athletes, these new women talents, I don't think a lot of these ones can, unless the only thing I can think of is maybe Nikki Bella is gonna turn heel.
Maybe because Raw does need, well, not really, because you got the
Right.
Judgment Day and then you got the Kabuki Warriors.
Right. Well, I
I
mean,
mean,
when you
like,
when you look at it, the only way Nikki Bella can keep up is if she does turn heel and
yeah,
cheats during matches because
true.
she can't, I mean, not taking anything away from her because when it was her time, she was, top on the list,
Oh
right?
yeah,
But nowadays, these women are something else, man. I mean,
yeah,
these the Trish Stratushes, the Nikki Bellas, they
yeah,
they can't keep up with these new females. They're too strong, they're too fast, they're too agile. They can do all these crazy moves and they can't. So the only way she can compete, I believe, is if they turn her heel
yeah, exactly,
and
exactly,
let her cheat. That
exactly. You know what? It's just like Jay's beard trying to keep up with me and you. It just doesn't work. It doesn't happen. It can't. It won't work.
wow.
Oh, I'm getting them all in. He's gonna be
Oh
something when he
man.
comes
Oh,
in. Yeah,
he's gonna come back loaded for bear, man, or loaded for
or
squash.
just fall flat on his face. And either
Right.
way, I'm here for it. So it's fine. It's
Right.
fine. Then there was another men's tag team match, and actually, surprisingly, it was really good.
Mhm.
The combo between AJ Lee and Dragon Lee,
Yeah.
not AJ Lee, AJ Styles and
Styles,
Dragon,
AJ Styles and Dragon, yeah, yeah.
that tag team match that works.
Yeah,
That tag team, I like that tag team.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
actually a big fan of Dragon Lee in general.
Mhm. Yep.
For that lucha style, usually doesn't get over very well in in WWE itself. But
This is actually pretty cool. Match has said, "Coolest thing I've experienced
oh
in
hell
wrestling.
yeah!
Thunder Rosa uses my beard oil." That's pretty cool, Matt.
Oh hell yeah! I love
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa. I wish she
Yeah,
was
Thunder
actually
Rosa's
on the
up.
WWE.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
so I ran across her cooking channel that she has, or she
Yeah,
does
yeah, yeah.
cooking videos in her
Yeah, yeah.
underwear. I'm like, I'm here for it. Absolutely.
Oh,
But yeah, so going back to the men's tag team match, it was AJ Styles and Dragon Lee versus the
mm,
Judgment Day,
right.
Finn Balor and JD McDonough.
Mhm.
It was good, and then Dom came out and was trying to interfere.
Yeah.
Wasn't going over well, and then next thing you know, since um, Finn clobbered Sheamus. Last week, Sheamus came out of nowhere and just beat the
Right,
snot out of Dom. So, and
right,
then that was the end of that match. So it was overall a good match.
right.
Like
Are they setting up some, like, weird Irish rules match between Sheamus and Finn, you think?
I don't think it's going to be Sheamus and Finn. It might be Sheamus and JD. I can see
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, uh,
Right.
uh, okay. First of all, Jay, if you're gonna come at me, at least spell my name right. That's not even close there, bud. It's fine. It's fine. But I think you're talking about the other Chris, not me. All right. But I'm not going to say which one because there's about 50 of us. But I'm going to just,
Right.
yeah. But it is what it is.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, then so those are the three big matches. Then you get the main event.
Right.
Before the main event, they did a promo with Jay Uso
Hmm.
Paul Heyman backstage in the locker room,
Right.
and Jay basically says, "I'm not listening to anybody anymore. I'm not listening to Roman. I'm not listening to my brother. I'm doing me."
Right.
Kind of heelish a little bit. At the same time, Paul Heyman's like, "Well, if you're not with the Vision, we're gonna beat you down. Next week, we're gonna ask, hey, if you're are you with the Vision? No, gonna beat you down again."
Right.
And so by the end of that, he said to Jay, "I like what you're doing," which
Right.
to me sounds like
Hmm.
he's gonna be. He opened the door for him to become
Right.
in the Vision,
And
but
I got to tell you, I'm here for that. I would
absolutely,
love to see it. I'd
100%.
love to see it. Yep. Love to see
But
it.
the thing is, what do they do with the whole yeet then? Like, because that's probably the most popular thing in WWE right now.
I think this, if he turns heel, right, and
Mm-hmm.
he still does yeet, right, and he can still do it because instead of it people cheering be doing the yeet, they'll be booing doing the during the I think you can flip it and it will still work. It'll
Yeah,
still work because
yeah,
it's so catchy. I mean, if he goes out there and when he does it, people are gonna wanna, like, be mad at him and send him the yeet back, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah,
I think they can make it work. I
yeah.
think they
So
can do it, you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So that would be interesting. I
yeah,
want to see how they turn Jay heel because
yeah.
it's coming. It's
Right,
been in the works for the last couple of weeks. So
right.
I'm interested in seeing what they actually do with that.
Yeah.
So the match happens, and just like every this one actually ended in a double count out because
Mhm.
even though they were just outside the ring,
Right.
it was like a use an old school term, a Donnybrook outside the ring. It was just a fight. They went through
Right.
I think they actually didn't go through the barrier. They moved the barrier like 4.5 feet into the
Yeah,
crowd by
yeah,
going through it, and then they got double counted out. Then they took out Jay, and then they started to go after Punk. I'm the Bronze. I mean, pronouns,
right,
Bob. Uh,
right.
but the Bronze started going after Punk after the match, and who shows up? Logan Paul. Logan Paul
Yep,
comes through,
yep,
and Logan Paul, they're the Bronze are about to beat the snot out of Punk, in the middle of the ring, and Logan Paul comes out, breaks out his brass knuckles, and you think he's going to attack the Bronze, but in reality, he
yep,
swats CM Punk. Like
yep.
the camera angle that they do, he
Yeah,
legitimately knocks the crap out of him. It was
yeah,
probably one of the best punches I've ever seen.
right.
And so the Bronze are standing there, and Heyman's standing in front of him, like, what the hell is going on? They're
Yep,
about to attack him, and Paul Heyman's like, hold on, and then Paul Logan gives the brass knuckles to the Heyman. Which does that mean Logan Paul is in the Vision now?
I gotta say it, and I know you're probably gonna hate this, but I'm here for it
Yeah.
because I think what Logan Paul brings to the Vision is he
Uh,
brings that smack talker attitude,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
He's gonna bring that arrogant smack talker, and I think, believe it or not, in my opinion, I might catch some heat for this, might catch some hate, but I think he's a better fit than Seth was.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like because he has that natural heat to him
Right,
that
right.
there's
Yeah,
nobody in the WWE that has heat like that. Even to this
right.
day, Dom had it. He was the closest one that had it,
Yeah, yeah,
and it's not even heat anymore. So you can't even
right.
say that.
Uh-uh.
Seth doesn't have it because Seth is still one of those good guy heels, so
Right,
he doesn't have it. So he fits perfectly. Plus,
right.
he doesn't need, unlike the other two, he doesn't need Paul Heyman to talk for him
Sure, and
because
that's the thing.
he can
He
yap
can
and
bring
yap
it,
and yap without a problem.
right, and that's what I think, like and if they build a vision, if they've got him,
Yep,
and then you bring Jey Uso,
yep.
who, as soon as he flips and goes heel, is gonna bring a ton of heat.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
you got all that. I mean, now you've got, Logan Paul, who's just a natural bad guy.
This is
Y
this is really starting to set up like the NWO did when it first came out.
Yeah, Yeah.
So that now you got everything there. You got your
Right.
powerhouse. You got your high flyer.
Yep.
You got your monster.
Yep.
Paul Heyman. I wonder if Paul Heyman is starting to rebuild the alliance that he had in WCW.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a good question.
Because
Yeah.
when you think about what he had what was it? He had the Undertaker, Mark
Yep.
Callis.
Yep.
He had
Markel's.
he had Rick Rude, your
Yep.
mouthpiece. He
Yep.
had Stone Cold, and
Hmm.
then there was somebody else in there, and I forget who, the fourth person.
Trying to think because it's been a while. That's been a
Yeah,
long
I can't
time.
remember
Yeah.
the fourth person, but yeah, so it
Right.
looks like he's starting to set up the Dangerous Alliance again.
Right. And that's going to be awesome because I think that is a faction, the way they're setting it up, click faction, whatever you want to call it, that has legs to it. It can work. It can work for a
So
while.
so yep, okay, so I know they have war games coming up very soon.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it looks like it's going to be those three on one
Right.
side. Jay turns soon.
Mhm.
That
Yeah.
would be your fourth member. Is
Right.
I can see them doing 4-4. So you got
Right.
Punk,
Right.
Roman comes back out. There's two. You
Right.
got Jimmy. There's three.
Right.
Who would be your fourth?
Maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. What if Jimmy turns at War Game, or what if Jay turns at War Games?
Yeah. Okay. So Jay turns at War Games. So they're okay. So
What if it
who?
was CM Punk, Roman, and Jay
Uh,
against Logan Paul and the Bronze,
oh, yeah, I can see that definitely.
and Jay
Yep.
turns there and
That
ends up being the one who turns and wins the match for them,
and
gets the
that
match over.
and I have a feeling that's going to be the main event. I can
Yeah.
see that will be the main event. There
Right.
you
Right.
go. We just booked it. Damn it. WWE called us. We Triple
What?
H calls. We got you.
Why are we not getting paid, Squash? Why are we not getting paid?
I mean, is it because we're both medium ugly guys? Is that what it is? I
Could
mean,
be. Could
that's the only
be.
thing I can think of.
Could be. Could
And
be.
if Jay was here, it would be super medium ugly guys. I got
But yeah, I mean, it's got to happen, and I think you're absolutely right. It will be awesome,
you.
to see that and to see where they can take a faction like that, right?
Mhm.
Because as much as people hate on Logan Paul,
Yep.
the guy has got natural. I mean, I hate to say natural because obviously behind the scenes he's had to have worked for it.
Yeah.
He's got athletic ability, he's got skill, he's got mic skills. Um,
He has that
it's
organic heat that
yeah, yeah,
that never
right,
comes through.
right, and you've got him, you've got Jay, who
Mm.
hopefully everything's going okay with Jay too, because there was something I saw this week that were saying the CM Punk match, um,
Oh,
he was under the influence.
and that it makes complete sense
Right.
when you think about CM Punk pouring water on him.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and he was kind of stumbling around. Like I
Right,
understand Jay stumbles no matter what. He
right.
stumbles in his matches no matter what. But this was more
Do you
obvious,
think do you think it was a work trying to plant seeds for stuff?
maybe, but like I don't know. I don't know.
My thing would be this is I'm kind of siding on the side that it was a work to plant seeds because if you're lucky enough to be where Jey Uso is right
Mm.
now and in the future ahead, you'd be one of the stupidest guys in the world to jeopardize it by being under influence, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I think it was part of this long storytelling
Mm.
that, because now it's kind of forcing. Like, I mean, if he's acting like he's under the influence, and then the very next match is him and Jay, and he's coming back, I'm not listening to nobody, this and this. They can kind of play that. Well, he was in a bad spot. He had
Mm.
depression, and
Mm.
now, boom, he's flipped. He's heel turned into
Yeah,
what he's doing.
yeah.
So I mean, that just my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, but
Yeah, it definitely it could go either way to be honest with you, but like
right,
Jay didn't which Uso was it that guy that kept on getting arrested for DWI?
Jimmy,
Okay,
his
so
brother, his brother.
I mean, so
Yeah.
I don't know. We shall see on how this plays out because
Right.
it can go 17 different ways. So
Right. Well, overall, what grade would you give Monday Night Raw this past week?
Monday Night Raw was a solid B plus. Like
Yeah.
it was a solid B plus.
Yeah.
Low A, solid B, high
Yeah.
B plus.
I gotta admit, I didn't get bored
No,
watching it.
no.
Um,
The
kept
only,
me enter
yeah, the
kept me
only thing that was
entertained.
kind of boring was that the which was the Bailey match, but
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
was a filler match, and I understand that.
Talking about with Bailey, what are they doing with her character? Like, are they still playing this crazy? I mean, I don't know.
Um,
You know,
it
do
it
you?
I don't
I
know.
mean, do you think this buildup is taking too much time? It's too
Yes,
long of what's going on.
yeah,
I think at first when she started doing it, there was some momentum there, and
yep, and that went
I
away.
think, I think the reason why that was she started doing that at the same time that Naomi left, and Naomi was doing that proceed with caution, acting crazy, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So I'm like, okay, I get it. They're kind of gonna put Bailey in those shoes to fill that kind of thing, and then you're like, what's going on here? It really got stale real quick,
exactly. And
you know?
the thing was they brought back the Hugger Bailey that everybody wants back, and now
Right.
you brought her back, and you're not giving like
Yeah, I don't
it,
know.
it yeah, it sucks, but
Does it almost seem like maybe they're gonna do like a Cactus Jack, Mick Foley thing where she's gonna have multiple personalities, like it's either Cactus Jack, Mick Foley,
I didn't
or
even
Dude
think about
Love?
that. I didn't even
I
think
mean,
about that. That would be awesome if they did.
right, but I
Like,
mean, they're gonna have to play it off the right way though, I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, like that. That would still be pretty cool if they did. Like I said, I just
right,
never thought about doing it that way.
right. Who knows?
But,
Alrighty, on to
yeah.
SmackDown.
Actually, before we go to SmackDown, you want to talk
Yeah.
about the Cena
Oh,
invitation?
yeah, yeah. Let's talk about that because Raw they announced the two
Yeah.
matches that. Yeah, go ahead, Squash.
So they announced last week there's going to be a 16-man tournament to figure out who's going to be John Cena's last match in
Right.
Washington D.C. on the next Saturday night's main event.
Yep.
So on Monday's show, they announced Damian Priest versus Rusev,
Right.
which okay, I don't okay. And then they also said it's going to be Sheamus versus Shinsuke Nakamura,
Yeah.
which
Right.
I'm actually okay with. Even though
Yeah.
Sheamus is getting up there in age, you got
Right.
two hard hitting guys that one likes to fight and one is just a
Right.
weirdo, which I
Right.
actually like. I like Shinsuke, so I'm like, so
I
I'm
think they did you notice with Shinsuke, they kinda brought him back as, like, the original hard-hitting
oh yeah,
Shinsuke?
yeah, yeah.
I think that's awesome they did that. I
I
think
got
bringing
I
him
got
back
hyped
that
that they
way.
brought him back because I know
Yeah.
his contract was up at the like a couple
Right.
months ago, and they brought him
Right.
back without any fanfare, and I'm like,
Right.
okay, he just appeared in
Right.
the background one day, and I'm like, huh, he's back, and
Damian
then
Priest and Shinsuke, I'm gonna
yeah,
call right now, those 2 are the winners, I'm gonna call.
yeah, I mean, yeah, because I think yeah, I can see that absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then on SmackDown, they announced Jey Uso versus The Miz, which actually is going to be
Should be a
surprisingly
good
good.
match.
And I don't care on how much people hate The Miz, just because he's been around so long. He
Sure.
came from reality TV.
Right.
He's a solid wrestler. He's a
Mhm.
great on the mic guy, but overall, he's a solid wrestler. And he
The
might. Oh, go
if
ahead.
you think about it, he's one of them guys that can get the job done, put
Mhm.
somebody over, talk on the mic. He's a good actor.
Yep.
You watch his face,
Yep.
he's genuine with everything he does. I have no problem with Miz. I think he's one of those guys too. You'll probably agree with me, but I think he's a company man. He's
Oh
like,
yeah.
you know what? Whatever I can do to make the product better, if I got to get somebody over, if I got to do whatever, I have no complaints about Miz,
He
man.
he is
None.
he is John Cena if you took John Cena's
Yeah,
personality away.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I hate to say he's a glorified enhancement talent, but he's good at his job.
yeah.
He
Right,
makes everybody look good, and
right.
I mean,
And
yeah.
the thing is he can make people laugh too.
Oh,
With some of the
100.
stuff he does, he makes
Yeah.
them laugh and he pulls it off. And yeah, like I said, absolutely no complaints with the
I mean,
Miz. He does a good job.
he's been with the company what almost 20 years now.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So
he's
yeah,
been
you have to be doing something right if
right.
that's like Brooklyn Brawler status. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
so
Except I
the
think he's got more wins than Brooklyn Brawler.
yeah, I think Brooklyn Brawler has like six in
Yeah.
like 30 years. 30 years.
Right.
It's okay. You know what? I'm gonna ask now. I would ask Jay if he was here, but that bum's
Sure.
not, so I can't ask him. Would you rather have? Because I've asked a bunch of people.
Sure.
Would you rather have a career like the Brooklyn Brawler, where it was 30 years, but you didn't really win anything, you didn't win any
Right.
titles or whatever, or would
Right.
you rather have a career like Ahmed Johnson, where it only lasted a year and a half, but you won a title?
I would go with the Brooklyn Brawler because here's the thing. We all know it's scripted. Um,
What? It's scripted. No.
so
What? What? No.
whether
No, it's not. What are you talking about?
whether I'm winning or not, if I can be part of something like that for I mean, Brooklyn Brawlers, how many years did he wrestle? How
Like,
many years was he?
like 30, I think it is. And
30
yeah.
years. Imagine how much respect people have for him in the
Oh, yeah.
back
Yeah.
and everything he accomplished. And imagine this. He could probably literally look at you and be like, I've wrestled with everybody. I've
Yeah.
been in the ring with
Exactly.
everybody.
Exactly.
And imagine the relationships he's made with everybody
Mm.
because he was that guy that was like, "Yep, I'm gonna make you look good." Because that guy was good at
Mm.
making people look good. Where I hate to say it, Ahmed Johnson was kind of he was a one trick pony, I
He
believe.
was.
And
He was hot for like 6 months,
right,
and
and
he won a title. Yeah.
right, he won a title and he had no longevity,
Yeah.
and he really was not considered that great in the
Exactly.
league. So I would rather have the 30-year career where I could look at somebody and see like I may have not won a lot of matches and did this, but you know what? Everybody that you talk to that's been involved in wrestling will
Mhm.
say, "I respect that guy, and he
Yeah.
did a fantastic job."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, it's just a random question that I like to get people's answers on
Right.
how
Well,
what they think of.
what's your answer, Squatch? What's your answer?
Personally, I
Mhm.
would like to have a title, just one. Like even though it's a mid card title, it's still a title nonetheless.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know, though, the thing about that, though, is if you bring it up Ahmed, if you had
Mhm.
to choose between Ahmed, the problem is he got he was on salary for maybe a year, right?
Yep.
Where you're around everybody and you got 30 years of salary coming to you
Yeah.
instead of just 1
Yeah.
year, you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
But yeah. No, I completely like I said, I completely understand both sides.
Right, right,
You want the glory up front, and not very long, But
right.
that's just my personal opinion.
Sure, sure.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, if you said the Brooklyn Brawler or
mm.
Ultimate Warrior,
I would go Brooklyn Brawler,
I would go
Even though Ultimate Warrior for
right,
that like 2 year span was the
right,
hottest thing in the company. He
but
won the world title.
he won titles, he had
Yeah,
Intercontinental,
yeah,
he had titles, and here's the thing, people still talk about him today.
yeah. So, but if that's the case, then I'd probably do Ultimate Warrior if that was the case.
Yeah, so, I mean, there yeah, but, yeah, I respect you I mean, like you said, it's all subjective, I respect your outlook on it, you know? I guess it would be depending on if you took Brooklyn Brawler and, the caveat is who are you saying you could is it Brooklyn Brawler or this guy?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh
So,
yeah. And then like you said,
I know the one you be instant, though. If I would've said Brooklyn Brawler or Honky Tonk Man, you would've been all over Honky Tonk Man.
I mean, he is the greatest intercontinental champion of all time. Even though he's a dick in person, he's the greatest intercontinental title champion of all time.
Shake, rattle, and roll, baby. Shake, rattle, and roll. Where's the
And
Colonel? Where's the Colonel?
pay me. That's all I can say is pay me. So,
Right, right.
but,
Alright, getting back on track.
all right. The last match they announced LA Knight versus a mystery opponent,
Right.
which had us thinking backstage,
Yeah,
since they said it could be anybody from any company that does, even including companies that aren't WWE.
right.
I keep on hearing rumors that it's going to be Austin Theory. Austin Theory works for was that AAA
Triple
or
A.
yeah AAA down in Mexico right now.
Right. Wouldn't be crazy if okay, so remember Cena and Austin Theory had that match.
Yep. Oh yeah.
And wouldn't it be crazy if Cena's last match ended up being Austin Theory and John Cena, and John Cena actually won against Austin Theory?
Oh yeah, that would be crazy. I don't see it happening because out
Right.
of everybody so far that I can think
Sure.
of, he's not. He's a
Sure.
Vince guy. It's not gonna be like that. So I
You know, yeah, yeah,
okay, I was gonna say out of all four of them that they've announced, I personally want to see Damian Priest go up against him. Yeah, 'cause
y-
I think Damian Priest is a solid worker.
yeah, yeah,
I hate his
yeah,
gimmick now. That whoop time just doesn't work. You know.
yeah. And that's the thing is it's they also they're crazy with the storytelling lately,
Mhm.
right? They do so many twists. Um, all I got to say is I just hope whoever John Cena's last opponent is, it's solid. You know what I
Oh
mean? It's
yeah,
not
yeah. Like I have a
right.
feeling it's going to be somebody that we're not thinking of at all. So
Thanks for joining us,
yeah,
Nugget
absolutely.
Blackheart. Thanks for joining us.
Please comment all you want. Like
Yeah,
if you have questions, if you have comments, and this
right.
includes everybody in the chat.
That's right.
We want to be more interactive on this channel.
Right,
So,
right,
yeah, absolutely. Shoot us messages, send us in the chat. Like, subscribe, all that jazz.
right. But yeah, it'll be. That's all I can hope for is that
Yeah,
I know there's a lot of people out there that are not the biggest John Cena fans.
yep.
But he deserves to have a good last match.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
Exactly. And you know, what was it? I heard something, and it would be crazy if they did it.
mhm,
But after Cena's last match, they have all the wrestlers come out and basically give him a standing ovation.
right.
And the last person to come out to do that would be Edge.
That would be cool.
It's
That
just
would
to
be
give
cool.
him a handshake and like a hug or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
That that would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be super cool. It would be awesome, and it would be for me, it would be the icing on the cake
Uh-huh.
for it to happen is, if Brock Lesnar came down, shook Cena's hand,
Uh,
and because he's big enough and strong enough, pick Cena up and put him on his shoulder.
yeah, that would be
That
cool.
that
I don't think it would
but
happen, but that would be
but
cool.
that would be totally cool because those guys did a lot together.
Yep.
If it wasn't for Brock, Cena wouldn't be where he was at, and kind of
Yeah.
vice versa on how they intertwine with each other and kind of grew characters together. It would just be,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
So it would be cool. But anyway, SmackDown,
That would be on you. Like I said, I barely saw some of the
right?
highlights, so I'm
I
gonna
did
go off
not
for you.
see a lot of it.
Uh,
So one of the highlights I saw, and I can't remember if it was right off the bat, but Jade Cargill comes down to the ring
yep.
and says one sentence.
Hmm.
And pretty much it was like, I'm here and, I'm it. She's the alpha woman. I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was a very made statement.
Hmm.
Drops the mic, comes out of the ring. Well, at that time, you have Charlotte's music comes on, and that she comes walking down with Alexa,
Hmm.
and they have another stare down. So that's obviously going to happen in the future.
Yep.
There's going to be a Charlotte match against Jade. I'm here for it. I
Yeah.
want to see it.
Yeah.
Charlotte's really good at what she does, and
Hmm.
I think. Let me ask you this about: do you get more of the feeling that they've had Jade Cargill really sandbagging as a baby face, and they were waiting to turn her heel for her to unleash? Because when she wrestles now,
Uh-huh.
there's a
It's so much more fluid than it was before.
so much more fluid, and
Um,
she doesn't have that, like, she doesn't have those awkward moments. Like,
yeah.
have you noticed, like, even when she did the kick,
Hmm.
it wasn't so awkward, like, it was, like, smooth, like, so, I don't know if she was just
It,
not comfortable being
I
a
I
baby face.
I think they were putting too much pressure on her to be a
Right,
a stellar baby
right,
face, just for the simple fact that she was a hot free agent, a high price free agent, bringing her in,
right.
like putting that kind of pressure, especially when somebody is that she's still relatively new
Yeah, yeah,
wrestling wise because she's been wrestling
right.
what 5 years.
I don't even think that long. I think
Yeah,
she's only been like 3. I think like this is year 3.
and when you consider a lot of these people on the cards have been wrestling 15, 20 years, and they
Right.
they commit like CM Punk's been wrestling since the late '90s. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
like
Yep,
it's just it's to the point where I think things are starting to click with her in her head on
yeah,
what she's actually doing now,
right,
opposed to having to rely on other folks. And that
right,
only comes with the reps that she can that she
right,
gets. And that
right.
whole time off helped, and you can
Yeah.
see
Yep.
she's starting to become more comfortable in
Right,
her position
right,
on the card
right,
and what she's actually doing.
right.
So,
Do you think the biggest mistake they made was trying to bring her in as a baby face and
yes,
not just continuing the heel that she should have
I'm
been?
100%.
Like, I was surprised when they brought her in and she was a baby face. I'm like, "What are they doing? Jade's a heel, man,
Yep,
like, let her be the heel," but I think they learned their lesson with her, and I
exactly.
think it's gonna be pretty cool, but like I said, you had her
Mhm.
do the stare down with Charlotte.
Yep,
I think a word or two was said, whatever, there was some look, and then boom, that led us into the Charlotte Flair match against, Nia Jax,
yep, yep.
and
And then she Nia took a
yeah,
nasty moonsault from
yeah,
Charlotte off the top, like knees in the sternum, like it looked painful.
right,
Oh, so,
yeah, and,
but
yeah, totally, but, Nia catches a lot of heat because people try to say that she botches a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna defend Nia, man. I'll tell you what, um, she is a worker.
mhm.
She can make anybody in the ring look good.
Yep, yep. And
Um,
she knows her role. Like
yes,
she's
yes,
never gonna. They tried her out as a face one time, and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
not her. They
no,
try to do the whole bullying situation with her and
right,
Alexa. Like I got what they were
yeah,
going for, but when you
right,
have somebody that's 6 foot tall and over 200 pounds going up against somebody that is 4'11",
yeah, it doesn't work.
it doesn't work.
It
If it's
doesn't,
the
no,
other way around, I can
right,
see it, but
right,
that just did not work.
right.
So
So it was a solid match.
yeah,
It was a solid match, and then the twist right at the end, Lash Legend comes out
yeah, yeah. She
and
finally got
holds
called up.
back. Yep, holds back Alexa Bliss, and Nia wins, and we now have seen a new tag team formed.
Yeah, which
Um,
is really weird because they just had a massive feud on NXT for the
right,
last last month
right.
and a half.
But here's the thing, I'm here for it, man. These 2
Yeah,
women can dominate the
exactly.
women's tag team. I mean, I'm here for it. Lash Legend is big,
Yep,
strong, athletic.
yep,
Nia Jax is big, strong, athletic. Let them do what they do and
exactly.
crush people. Crush
Kind
them.
of kind of reminds me of the female. It would be the female versions of the was it the Brothers of Destruction?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, I can definitely see that.
Can you
And
can you kind of see, like, an attitude change in the women's division? So, you have those 2, which are big, strong, powerful. They're gonna obviously gonna have attitude, right? You've got Jade with this new attitude, right?
yep.
I really think there's just gonna be this new attitude and new dominance in the women's
Yeah,
division completely,
yeah, I,
you
I,
know?
I can see it more on SmackDown than I can on Raw
Yes, yes,
because
on SmackDown.
they definitely have different writers altogether.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, so I want to see what they do with it. Like I want to see because I know there's only one women's tag team championship, so that's why Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair have been on
right,
both of them. But
right,
we shall see.
Playing
So.
right.
WWE's Charlotte
Oh,
Flair
hold on,
tribute from
hold on,
Spotify.
hold on.
But, oh, that's great.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
My my
awesome.
my
No, that's
my
awesome. That's awesome.
my speaker just
Real real life, man, real life. But,
it happens. Yeah. Okay.
right.
All right.
So, you go backstage,
Yep.
there's a vignette,
Uh-huh.
you've got B-Fab
Mhm.
and Mishin,
Mhm.
backstage, and Jade comes back, and there's some attitude thrown. Jade opens the door to go somewhere. B-Fab's still running her mouth, not thinking that Jade can hear. Jade stops, turns around, comes back, and like pretty much gets in B-Fab's face. And
Mhm.
well, that's the match for next week. It's B-Fab and Jade. So I really think one of the things they're doing with Jade is they're going to turn her, because they even said it was funny because there was commentators that said this, that Jade, Brock Lesnar, Trish. I mean, Tiffany.
Mhm.
And I think they are really going to build Jade up to be
The
the
female
female
Brock
Brock
Lesnar,
Lesnar. I,
which
I think so.
I can see that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So if that's the case, who's going to be your mouthpiece then?
Well, funny you say that. You see the Bronze and them are back and forth on SmackDown.
Mhm.
But who's to say Paul Heyman couldn't be involved?
Hey, you know what? I think your man's available if you want to
I don't
do.
know. I don't know how well Enzo would flow
He would
with
come up with
that.
something. He would come up with something.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But
Sorry, had to get that in there. We haven't mentioned him,
here's
and
the crazy thing though is you mentioned him. I didn't.
I know, I know.
Does
So,
that count?
so
Does that?
do I get a point then?
That's what I was going
'Cause,
to say. Does it count on the meter for me or for you?
I'm just gonna say one in general, just to,
Okay, okay,
just
one in general.
just in general.
But
Oh, speaking of him, yeah,
yeah,
he wrestles for Top Rope Promotions, doesn't he?
fourth rope, fourth
Or
rope. Yep.
just found out. Like I saw a video earlier today that the owner of
Yeah,
Fourth Rope got kicked out of a WWE event, a live event that he paid for. He had like floor seats or front row seats,
yeah,
and TKO was like, "Nah, he has to go," and he didn't
right.
do anything. They kicked him out for no reason.
Well, I think they did that because I think what they try to do is prevented. I think they probably preemptive striked
Yeah,
because they were probably afraid that he was gonna whatever. But
yeah,
I mean, yeah, it's kind of crazy too that WWE. I mean, I hate to say it this way, but that they would be so afraid of fourth rope, and you're like, how many people know about fourth rope?
like 7, 10, maybe.
Right. Okay. So wasting your time, like really
Yeah,
causing drama with something that there was probably, I mean, let's put it this way: the guy's obviously a fan of wrestling, right?
exactly.
So I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, the guy was like, you know what, I want to go watch WWE. I'm paying because paid for the tickets. Let him watch the show.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. So, but
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was really, really strange.
Right.
It
Right.
was such a one off. But
Yeah.
TKO has been doing a lot of strange things. Nick Khan has been doing a lot of
Right.
strange things. But
Right.
oh, going back to, I'm sorry, that was a
Yep.
little tangent. We're going
Yep.
back to another backstage
Yeah.
thing where uh,
Yeah.
Alexa,
Yeah.
and I thought I was
Yeah.
making this up.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I've only seen some of the highlights. I haven't watched the
Sure.
whole thing yet. But
Right.
with Alexa, after they got attacked, Alexa
Were
Bliss,
you
and
talking to me?
after Bliss and
Yeah.
Charlotte Flair got attacked,
Right. Right.
they showed them in, I guess, the trainer's
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
After Bliss and Charlotte Flair defeated their opponents.
So Elegant Sasquatch is having technical difficulties with his home speeder.
Okay. After that,
Yep.
they're in the trainer's room, and
Yep.
next thing you know, the Kabuki Warriors come out
Right. With
dressed
the
as
mask,
doctors.
dressed as doctors with the masks and
and
everything.
and they end up blowing
Yeah.
Oscar
Missed.
blows mist on
Yeah.
both of them. Which, like I said, I thought I was making this up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what are they doing here? But
Right.
apparently, so that's going to be. Are they going
Yeah.
to do like a three-way now with the three? Like, what's going on? I'm so confused.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
It's crazy. It's almost like Asuka, the Kabuki Warriors are just like mischievous troublemakers now.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, I don't know if there's really plans for them. They just like, hey, it'd be funny. Go get them right there. Okay,
Unless they are trying to go after the tag team titles, because that would make sense. They're hunting down the tag team championships.
yeah. But the only problem though is realistically, they don't stand a chance against Last Legend and Naya, and you
They
know
don't,
Last.
but they're both heels. So when
I
how
well,
do they do that?
I mean, you know that Lash and Naya have got to be taking the belts at War Games.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
got to be taking them.
You wouldn't call up Lash this
Right.
soon if
That's
they're
correct.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
And if that's the case,
mhm.
the Kabuki Warrior, like, I hate to say it, but there ain't. I mean,
I mean,
if
you got the little buzzsaw that is known as Oscar,
right,
but
right,
she's not Oscar old. She's old Oscar. Um,
right.
and you got and I don't know.
Yeah, I just don't know. Like I said, there's been times where WWE have had certain people where there's really no plan. You just have them do weird, funny stuff.
Yep,
I mean, our truth.
I was just thinking that. Yep,
You never know. They just like, hey, it'd be really funny is just
exactly,
go do this, and it's kind of funny, ha ha ha, and nothing ever comes about it. It's just
E-
funny.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but
Um, I can't remember what else happened.
like I said, they announced the tournament.
Yeah,
They
yep.
what wasn't there? There was an Alistair Black and
Yes,
Selena
Alistair
Vega.
wasn't it Alistair Black and Cody?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Alistair Black and Cody.
That was actually the main event,
Yeah,
and yeah,
Drew
then
came out.
Drew came out.
Yep.
I'm just having all types of problems now.
You know what it is? It's Jay. You picked on Jay, and he's somehow he's coming through the screen and
He
getting
has
you.
that voodoo Sasquatch doll that he
Right,
suits with,
right.
which is kind of creepy. Um, but yeah, Drew came out, beat the snot out of Cody. Um,
Before that happened, though, the match was actually pretty
oh
good.
yeah, the match was good. I mean,
Yeah.
when was the last time you saw Alistair Black match that was actually bad?
Right, right. No, it was
Um,
good, but um,
and then didn't Damien come out at one point? If I'm
yes,
not
I believe he
mistaken,
did.
Damien came
Yeah,
out, and that's what actually caused
yeah.
the disqualification. He came
Right,
out, he basically knocked the snot out of Cody, and
right,
then went after Alistair. And then when he
right,
did that, Drew McIntyre came out and was
right.
beating, going after them. So I have a feeling that's gonna be a tag team match right there.
Yeah, got to be something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or part of the War Games maybe for SmackDown.
could be, could be.
So
Well, here's the thing, though. Drew McIntyre got suspended.
yeah, they didn't say for how
They
long.
didn't say for how long, whatever. I don't know. You know,
Who
um,
knows?
yeah, I still gotta say, anytime we mention Alistair and Zelina, I still gotta say, I would really love to see Karrion Cross and
Yeah,
Scarlett back.
yeah. You think that that whole momentum type thing has died off because the heat for that has kind of died down.
Right. I mean, here's the problem though, right? And I hate to say it this way because I have nothing but the utmost respect for Alistair Black and
Yep.
Zelina, right?
Yep.
But every time I see them, I'm like, okay, here's the Timu Wish version of
Yeah.
Karrion Cross and Scarlett.
Yep.
And it just sucks because I wanted, just like Jay, probably wanted to see Karrion and Scarlett get this momentum instead of Alistair Black and Zelina. You know what I mean? Like I would, and it sucks because you're like, look at in the short bit of time what they've done with Alistair and Zelina, right?
Mhm.
Why did they not do this with Karrion and Scarlett? Just saying, right there. Just saying.
Glad to see you finally nod your way out of the M&M box there, bud.
Oh boy.
All right, Tomatonga, calm down.
I have so much to say to you, but we have so limited time, so I will just talk
Come on,
to you
come on.
about
All right,
yourself later.
come on.
But that Alistair Black man, thank you. Here we go. Who you came to see, ladies and gentlemen? It's the man that doesn't mess up on the mic on things that I'm reading on a script. It's your boy 30 Spray J. We're back with the Suplex Syndicate.
Wait a
Latino
minute.
Heat
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Sasquatch. Any kind of Hispanic in you?
Well, I have a question. If we're talking about the guy that never screws up on the script and can talk, we're talking about my boy Enzo, right?
Yes. Here we go. And he leaves.
Oh boy.
No, but you guys talking about that Aleister Black, and I am so glad that they finally just jumped him to the top of the line.
Right.
And this is a good the CW days. There really wasn't that much. They didn't really, they kind of kept Aleister Black kind of further down, the ladder on him. The only thing and like you said, I don't like is playing the whole Selena Vega thing, because now you're gonna we don't need Brady.
She's pregnant.
Well-
That's not going to happen. She's pregnant. That's not going to happen.
Is she pregnant again? No,
Well-
she just had the kid. She just had the kid.
Did she?
Congrats,
Okay.
congrats, Mr. and Miss.
But Jay, don't you see, like I know you're a huge Karrion Kross Scarlett fan like I am. Doesn't it kind of feel like, why didn't you just do this with them instead of, doing this with Aleister and Zelina?
You know what, though? I think that sooner or later they're going to come back, because
Everybody comes
look
back.
at who talks about shit about WWE gets cut really quickly.
Mhm.
Ridge.
Right.
And they're still talking to Karrion Kross and everything about everything, and they don't say anything bad about WWE.
Right.
I think sooner or later we are going to get. I think what could personally happen, and which I hope happens, is Aleister Black finally gets a world heavyweight championship.
Right.
And then who do we have to challenge the man of the darkness? Karrion Kross back and give him a run. Because then you got the women that can fight. You got everything.
Yeah, I mean that is a good point. That I'd like to see that.
I definitely would.
Yeah. Or do they come back and maybe you got them who are dark because those are dark arts, and maybe they feud against the Wyatt Six.
I hope not. To be honest with you, I want. I hate to say it, but I want that whole situation separate. I don't want.
Yeah.
I don't want.
I think it needs to be separate. I think there's too much supernatural.
Yeah, it's too much of the same stuff. It won't.
Right.
That's why it won't work. It's like you got one magic versus another magic, and which one's going to win? It doesn't work.
You never watched Magic the Gathering?
No. I think when they did it with Undertaker, like you had Undertaker that was magical, supernatural, lightning, and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All Kane had was a few fires off a stage, or the ropes. So it really kind of balanced each other. That would be too much, even in my opinion. I love the dark stuff and all that, but I think either keep them separate or move somebody, like keep Wyatt's on SmackDown, move Aleister Black on the Raw, because Bray Wyatt's original plan was to have a Wyatt Six everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
There was supposed to be a Wyatt Six everywhere, and so maybe but I don't know. I that was the best part of SmackDown, in my opinion, was the fact that Aleister Black said, "You know what? I have a chip on my shoulder, the size of the World Heavyweight Championship."
Yep. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a good match. I want to see what's going to happen with all this. But what would you guys give grade wise to SmackDown?
I can only say a C because I didn't see the whole show, so I can only see rate what I saw. So
What about you, Jay?
Say it would have to be a solid B. It really wasn't great. There, it's the same things that they're milking. Yes, they're starting to build great story with Black, with Jade, with everything going on, but it's a slow burn with SmackDown. Once they get it heat rolling, it's going to be better. But I mean, in my opinion, I think Raw really kind of
Stole it.
knocked it out the park better than SmackDown. Yeah,
which is kind of cool.
you didn't have that much with. Yeah, you really didn't have that much with the Wyatt Six. There was a little backstage segment, and restraining and reframing from doing anything. I'm ready to see what the big reveal is going to be. Bo's going to be coming back soon, and all that. So hopefully we get a darker Uncle Howdy. Maybe we get a deeper into the storyline. Maybe they shoot more promos. The thing about it is that they only give everybody 2-3 minutes. And that was the thing that killed me with Undertaker when I was growing up. What killed me with Bray Wyatt was it was like you watched the whole episode just for that promo, and then it just wasn't enough.
Sure.
And this day and age with social media and everything, they could be cutting promos left and right. They did a bunch with the White Rabbit and Bray's return and everything. They need to keep plugging like we are every week.
Right. All right, guys, let's get into future wrestling predictions.
All right, so this is what I think is going to happen. So since we have what it looks like, the Logan Paul with the Vision, I have a feeling Jay is going to the Vision. He's going to be the head of the Vision.
Right. I will take it one farther. Jay is going to turn at War Games. That's when he's going to turn heel. He's going to be part of the Vision, and that's where it's going to solidify, and they're just going to run rampant.
So it's going to be the Vision, those three, versus Roman, versus
I think CM Punk, Roman, and Jay against those three, and Jay's going to turn at War Games. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right. I see what you guys are doing here. I still love the idea of Brock being that secret guy, but I also don't see Brock being a guy that needs backup. That's what these heel factions are. It's always, hey, I need your help.
Well, think about this. Brock doesn't need backup, right? But there's nothing that says that he can't look at these guys and be like, you're going to listen to me. I don't need you for backup. Like if he came in as that guy that was like, imagine this. Seth Rollins said, I didn't need these guys, right? He needed those guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you put Brock in that thing? Because it's believable when Brock looks at all of them and says, I don't need any of you.
Yeah.
His track record speaks for it. You can either lead, follow, or get out of the way, right? I'm leading. You listen to me. I don't need you guys. You need me. But I still think, though, with Logan Paul, with Jay, and with the Bronze, it's complete. You don't need anything.
Yep.
So I'm with you, Sasquatch. At first I thought maybe Brock was going to be the man to lead them, but if they get that combination, I don't think Brock's needed. Brock's going to do Brock things. I think those guys are just going to be a faction like we were talking backstage, like NWO.
Yep.
And they're just going to run rampant and do their thing.
Yep. Paulie did.
I did like your idea about that.
Yeah, Paul Heyman's building his new Dangerous Alliance. That's what it looks like.
Right. I would have to agree with you on that.
I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely like that idea. The fact is, I mean, Seth Rollins, great wrestler, great on the mic. You can love him or hate him because he was like that annoying cousin that you really liked, but God, if he really got into his stuff. And it's sad to say that Logan Paul fits the vision. And like you said, Santa, Logan Paul does fit the vision better than Seth Rollins because Seth Rollins didn't need a Paul Heyman.
Right.
Seth Rollins didn't need to be the Paul Heyman guy. Logan Paul being a Paul Heyman guy makes sense. All those guys, Logan or Paul Heyman guys. The camera time that they're going to give, the fact that they're going to give Logan Paul so much camera time with this, just once I wish someone would just pop him in the mouth for real.
Crazy.
There's another thing is, so if we have this faction, I'm going to throw this out there because since it is future wrestling predictions, you're going to see Jade Cargill, Nia Jax, and Lash Legend. You're going to see them being part of a clique because here's the thing, right?
Uh,
We've talked about it before. There needs to be a female clique. How do you get this going, right? Jade is champion, Nia and Lash Legend as tag team, right?
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is find a fourth member to take that. What is it, Intercontinental on SmackDown, or is it the Inter? Or
Yeah.
something like that. You get somebody, another one there. Now you've got this stable that is just going to run rampant. I think they're going to build that. Now, I'm not saying it's going to happen like right now, but you give it a month or two, I think things are going to line up, and they're going to be a stable. They're going to do it, I think.
There's rumors of Bianca coming back soon.
I saw a picture of her finger. It still looks nasty.
Yeah, I seen a picture of your face. Still looks nasty.
Wow. Wow, man.
Right.
But how crazy would it be if you had all four of those together?
Yeah, that would be pretty nuts. But unfortunately, I don't think WWE will ever pull the trigger on that.
I would say this. I don't
No.
think Bianca would ever be part of that because you've got two big powerhouses that need to fight, right? But what I could see Naomi coming back and slipping into that group,
There you go.
right?
But
Proceed with caution. She's a heel. All of them are aligning as heels now.
But you're taking away from Naomi coming back to get that belt.
Yeah, but I got to tell you this.
That's got to happen.
It may happen, but here's the thing I got to tell you. If they're going to build a female faction, right? Let's be honest about this, okay? She's not going to beat Bianca, and she's not going to beat Jade. That I'm just telling you plain up. She fits where she could take that mid-level belt, and everybody be happy with her doing that. She's not going to beat Jade. She's not going to beat Bianca. We've already seen them all fight together. It's done deal. Put her as the mid-level champion and let them run a faction. Let them run wild over everybody. They'll have all four of the belts.
I your optimism, but for once I have to disagree with you. Every time that someone has left for injury, for pregnancy, or whatever, they've come back and gotten that title back and had a good run. So I just don't see Naomi.
So imagine Bianca comes back.
Down.
Bianca comes back. She's been out on injury, right? So by your theory, Bianca, you don't think they're going to slap that belt on Bianca?
No, because, well, first of all, Bianca wasn't champion when she left.
She left. She's going to come back. People want her, right? What I'm saying is this. They've got too much money invested in Cargill to let her lose to Naomi. Okay? That's not happening. Especially now, you've already heard the announcers say, she just Brock Lesnar'd Tiffany. With that being said, they've got plans for Jade. She's having a long title. Naomi is not coming back to take that. The last match she had, Jade beat her up.
So all they have to do is do what Roman did, beat everybody into submission. So Naomi comes back.
Sure.
You beat her. I can see where it flows. I just don't like it, I guess. I don't like your theory. How about that?
Well, here's my thing. Imagine 4 women that are big powerhouses. You got Naomi, who's the crazy one. They better let her continue that proceed with caution stuff when she comes back. I don't want to see the glow of Naomi. I want to see this proceed with caution because they had a good thing going with her. I want to see that. Imagine her lined up with Jade, with Nia Jax, and Lash Legend. Tell me that just doesn't crush everything. They're gonna have to bring some strength to try to take that out. And we've talked about it before. We were talking about where's the female bloodline at, right?
Yeah.
That's a female bloodline right there.
That would be it right there. But like I said, would they pull the trigger on that? We don't know.
Hopefully, we'll see. What else, Jay? Squatch, what else? Future predictions?
That's all I got. Like, we went over everything that I was thinking.
Right.
So.
You did bring up something. You brought an interesting point, and it's kind of funny with the timing, right?
Yep.
So, without getting on the meter, because I'm not bringing him up just to bring him up, but do you find it kind of crazy that within the last week he has been on a lot of shows talking?
Oh, he has been, yeah. He's been saying positive things too. So
Right. So I've got to believe. I think somebody's reaching out to him, and I'll bet you we see him come back.
hopefully, I know you'd be in
I
heaven.
think he's coming. I think he's coming back. But he's just been there's been a lot of spotlight on him lately. For somebody who's not in the WWE, the big league, right? There's been a whole ton of spotlight on him. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I want to answer Lisa's question. Ricky Steamboat was great. I hated his gimmick, the Dragon in WWE. I was a big Rock and Roll Express fan. I was I was more of a Midnight Express fan. Midnight Express over the Rock and
Right.
Roll because of Jim Cornette. I like Jim Cornette.
Right.
And a big Steiner Brothers fan.
Right.
Well,
I'll tell you what, I will say Ricky Steamboat probably had one of the best matches with Macho Man Savage.
Yep.
Classic WrestleMania match. Dude, what did they go, an hour?
Yeah. You know what? I did like his little the thing he did with Jake Roberts.
Yeah.
I hated that he had to have an animal with him.
Right. He brought the Komodo, didn't he? He brought the Komodo dragon out. Yeah. I think Ricky Steamboat was good. I think he had some good stuff. Had no problem with him. Rock and Roll Express were kind of cool, but I don't know. There were other tag teams I liked better than them. And then the Steiner brothers. Yeah, I was a fan of the Steiner brothers.
I mean, we didn't get, especially up past the Mason Dixon line. You didn't get much of the Rock and Roll Express.
You didn't.
I know they were huge in the South, like
right.
Ricky and Bobby. I understand that, and I knew it. I knew of them, but I knew the later ones when they were on like WCW Saturday nights.
Right. What about you? What about you, Spray?
A little bit past my time. I do know Ricky Steamboat, great wrestler.
Right.
Loved it before he was the Dragon also. I think they kind of diminished him. And then I don't think that the Steiner brothers actually got enough shine that they should, because they were good. Right. I think, Big Papa he really did what he had to do to keep it going. Obviously tore up his body a lot. I would love to see them come back as managers. I would love to see them do something with Braun Breaker. I know it's a weak sauce kind of thing because everyone wanted Rikishi to come back for the Usos and the Bloodline. I know nobody, wants the family to come back and do all that. But to me, I think that you could get great promos from the Steiners and you can build Braun Breaker into even better on the mic with his family.
Scott Steiner's son is actually getting into wrestling too.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is Scott Steiner is really cool, but I think he'd be egomaniacal. And then here's the problem. We're going to have to listen to Sasquatch go, I'm sick and tired of hearing Steiner math. Because you can't have Steiner math happen every promo.
You can't. I mean,
you can't.
And then,
it's cool once in a while.
Then his son comes up and what? Oh, I'm the only one that can use Steiner math? I'm like...
Yeah. I don't know. But all right, Enzo Amore meter. What did we hit tonight, Sasquatch?
2.
3 including yours, or just 2 because of
you? That was including mine. 2.
That was including his. Yeah. Yep. Alrighty, guys. And any final thoughts? Actually, you got to ask this: are we going to do a list next week? Is there a list we're going to do?
Yeah, I mean, we can still do the scariest one since we missed that. Or
I forgot. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because I think
we did forget about that
because mine was a cross up between Dan Spivey and Doink the Clown. But I mean, do you want to do the top 10 gimmicks of all time? The best gimmicks?
Let's do top 5 gimmicks.
Top 5 gimmicks? All right, that works for me.
Top 5 gimmicks, guys?
You want to do the worst or the best?
I'll tell you what. Let's compromise. Let's do a top 5 of the best and a top 5 of the worst.
That works for me. No, that
I
was
didn't
me.
touch him.
I hit my own button.
I was like, he's like, I just told you my lists. I'm out of here.
I hit my own button. I'm
Gone.
sorry.
Gone.
Amateur.
So there's that. Write this down, Sasquatch, because now we got the 5 best and the 5 worst gimmicks for next week. We also have to do Melissa's.
Yes. We got to do Melissa's
I
wrestler
will work.
character.
I will work on that as soon as we get done.
Well, guys, I got to tell
It'll
you,
be fun.
man,
We make yourself a sandwich.
this was an awesome show. We
Absolutely.
went almost an hour and 20 minutes tonight. As always, thank you for everybody watching. We got a couple new viewers in here. Thank you for showing up.
Great.
Hopefully you like, subscribe, and hopefully you come back and watch more of us. But before we go, this one right here, hail to the king, baby. Hail to the king.
I kind of ran down into my office like Chris runs to a buffet, so I didn't grab the bottle, but that is what's in the beer today. I don't know who this guy is, but whoever is the owner of Elegant Sasquatch and does all the oils, butters, and everything, amazing company. Buy from him. Catch him on Etsy. If you Google Elegant Sasquatch, he's like the first or second one to pop up.
Right.
Oh, but by the way, I don't run for a buffet. The only thing I run for is taco trucks. Get it right.
There we go. Well, guys, I just want to say thank you, everybody. And as Santa Tom would say, the world could use a little bit more kindness. Be kind to one another. And always keep, I'm going to switch it up, always keep WrestleMania in your heart. Take care.
Woo!